Hey, good evening, Bolts and future Bolts, and welcome to Fine Arts Live. It's another live stream event tonight hosted by Ridge Community High School, and so I want to give a shout out to our TV productions crew that's out there bringing this another broadcast together for all of our future Bolts and Bolts out there looking to answer some questions tonight concerning our fine arts. I'm very excited about what our fine arts has to offer for next year. We just finished up and wrapped up the season of this school year with some great performances by all, and I hope many of you had a good opportunity to come out and witness what our fine arts programs are doing. I'm on the set tonight with our department lead, Philip Holt, who is going to walk us through with some of our other staff members for our fine arts about what all their programs have to offer tonight. So I hope you have some many questions to get involved in those programs because we want to encourage you to get involved in any after-school event here at Ridge Community High School because we have so many good things to offer.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us this evening for our first ever Fine Arts Live event tonight. Just a couple introductions about myself. I'm Philip Holt, and I am the head of the Department for Performing Fine Arts. And with me right now, I have a couple colleagues around me from all the wonderful departments, and hopefully we are going to give you a little bit of information about all of our own programs and a couple of our events that will be coming up. So just really quickly, briefly, I have Miss Saluzma with us, and she is our chorus director. I have Miss Williams, who is our theater. I have Miss Wilson, who is our dance. And I would gladly love to invite our newest person who is joining our team this year, Mr. Justin Renzi, for our band department this year. So let's give it up for him. Woo! Exciting. So just really briefly, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of turn just to get to know each us and just kind of introduce ourselves in our own way. So, anyway.
Hello! As was said, my name is Miss Josika Telusma, more affectionately known as Miss T. I am the choir director here at Ridge Community High School, if you couldn't tell, no. And so that is my bag. I do choir here. I have been at Ridge for 2.5 years now, which is really exciting. And throughout that time, I've had the opportunity to work with these guys here, as well as put on some great festivals that we're going to talk about and work with our admin team and put forth some really great music. So it's a fantastic and exciting day to be a Bolt.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Ashley Williams. I am the drama teacher and also the drama director here at Ridge. This is also my 2.5-year mark here at Ridge, and I'm very excited to be here. I've been working with such wonderful people in this department and also our admin to make sure that we get you guys into like a great year next year. So I'm very happy to be here, and yeah, can't wait to tell you about all the things that we have in store for you.
So my name is Miss Iris Wilson, and a little fun fact about me is that I've been at Ridge since about 2011. I started as a freshman, and then I graduated 4 years later, of course, and I just never left. I started subbing, worked my way up, and now I actually took over and teach the dance program. I'm super excited about that. It makes like 2 years now that I've been doing the program, and we're getting bigger and better every year, and I'm just super excited for the things that are coming this year.
Hello, I'm Mr. Justin Renzi. I am the new band director this upcoming school year. I am super excited to be working with all and join this fine arts family here. It's a wonderful group of people, and they've welcomed me in with open arms, and I'm just so excited to start and see all the future Bolts out there in August.
Thank you all for some rousing introductions and wonderful, nice little into our personalities for this year. So next we're going to talk about a little bit of the events that we put on as a joint fine arts throughout the year, which is many, many different things. So the first one we're going to talk about is Winterfest.
So Winterfest is one of the biggest events that we have combined in fine arts. So it takes place in December, and essentially it's a gigantic festival. So it's aimed towards our feeder schools and our middle schools, but really it's open to the whole family. And so what happens is you pay the ticket price for a wristband, and then you get to just come in and have fun. So we have games, we have booths that have snacks. I mean, we had a s'more station, we had a reindeer who was a horse, but a reindeer, and we are really working to get bigger and better. And what's exciting is throughout the entire night, our entire department is performing. So not only do you get to come out and have fun with your family and play things such as laser tag, and we have a massive tree in the center of the courtyard for you to take pictures with, but you also get to hear a sampling of what it is that we do in the fine arts, and it's really one of our biggest debuts of the year.
And after our Winterfest, we have our Winter Prism concert. Our winter Prism concert is where we actually all finally get together and we put on a actual production inside of our auditorium. It's usually a 2-night, wonderful, spectacular, sold out almost every single time we have it. And it's just a wonderful time to see a full, again, as like we said for Winterfest, the full department working together and creating something amazing and very special for everybody. And during that time, we get the chance to play different winter-themed pieces or like holiday-themed pieces just throughout there. And it's a wonderful night that the whole family can enjoy.
So next we have the musical, and the musical will be be announced later on this evening. So just want to talk about just in general. So the musical requires basically all departments, all of us. I do want to have a pit next year. I do planning to have Miss Wilson with her dancers, lovely dancers, Miss T with her wonderful choir, have some guard people in there, maybe a little bit of tickling the ivories. I don't know. Who knows? It's going to be bigger and better for next year. So I'm really excited to work with everybody with this show. And so, yeah, and again, the name of the show will be announced a little bit later down the evening, so stay tuned.
One of the next events that we're having is a spring banquet. It's a little new this year. Well, it is new this year, but it's going to be our first year. So it is a ticketed event. You have to be part of Fine Arts to attend. It will be where we have our awards, our last final hoorah with you guys, our last final goodbye to our seniors. It's just going to be a wonderful event with catered food, a good time. We're really looking forward to getting to know all of you, mingling with the different departments, and just having a really great formal event for you guys.
Right. And now that we've talked about the main events that we've had for the whole as a performing arts department, we're now going to go a little bit more detail about our individual departments. So the first person up is going to be Miss T.
All right, so first of all, what is choir? Generally, when people think of choir, they think of sometimes church or, people singing or Beyonce. Essentially, what we do is we learn to be a vocal musician and to be a soloist as well as be a chorister. So we sing all styles of music. We sing classical. We dabble a little bit in opera. We sing contemporary. We sing pop. We learn to sing lots of different styles of music. One of the biggest misconceptions that people have about choir is, oh, do I have to be able to sing to be in choir? And the answer is no. If they can zoom in on me right now, no, you do not have to be able to sing to be in choir. The only requirement that you need is the ability to follow directions. If I say jump and you say how high, you're in, okay? So that is what we do in choir. Next year, we are bringing our leadership team back. So if that is something that you are interested in leading peers and helping your peers to grow and helping the program to grow, we want you to be on leadership. If you are creative, if you are strong-willed, if you are humble, those are the kinds of people that we want to be a part of our leadership. So here at Ridge, we have 3 ensembles that function at a beginner, an intermediate, and an advanced level. So we do have 3 different choirs. Our advanced choir is the one that travels. So whenever we get a gig outside of school, it's our advanced choir that goes and takes care of that. Within the choir, you'll have the opportunity to work with different conductors. We regularly have guests who come in. So in past years, we have had professional opera singers. We have had textbook writers. We have had college professors. We have had just all kinds of people come in and work with the choir because the goal is to become better through workshops with individuals who are better than we are. And so that is what we strive to do. In the choir, we participate in MPAs, which is our music performance assessment. That is given by the county. We take lots of trips. We go caroling, and listen, y'all, we're all about singing and family. That's what we do, okay? We get together and we sing. We go out and sing. We go over here and sing. And that is truly the experience that you will get in choir, is being able to go to colleges and sing and collaborate with other students. We love collaboration with our colleagues. So, for example, if you have not seen the choir concert this past spring, it is here on the Ridge Community High School YouTube. So scroll on up after this and check it out. And that will give you a really good look at what we do.
And again, my name is Philip Holt, and I actually teach piano and color guard here. So again, kind of about the same thing what Miss T said. Do you have to play piano to join piano? Not at all. It's pretty simple. Let me tell you, right? Listen, I have quite a few students. I always have full classes, and they always tell me at the end of the year that, man, I'm so glad that I took this class, and I'm so glad that I learned something new. So a couple things that we like to do during the year. The piano's a little bit more the quieter of the group, as you can tell, right? We have a wonderful new concert that we're going to be introducing this year. And this concert is going to be called A Night at the Museum. And so this one will be a ticketed event where we'll be serving drinks and food, and you get to come and enjoy just a bunch of different songs based off of famous pieces of art. And so that's one thing that we're really, really excited for. There's also a couple other events that we participate in. We participate in All County Piano, just like All County Chorus and Band. It's where all the high schools and middle schools and even elementary school piano students that get together and they form one giant duet basically with everyone in the area. We also participate in solo ensemble. So if you like to play a bunch of different things and you just like to be the little star of the stage, then solo ensemble 100% is for you. And then we end the year with a spring recital, and that's our big culmination of the entire year. And it's just a really elegant night where we get to see a lot of the wonderful talent from all the students. And those music, we range from classical, we range from jazz, pop, ragtime, all the different types of stuff. Again, just like she said, if you want to, you can scroll down onto the YouTube page and see that our piano recital that was also last week, 2 weeks ago. So to segue into my other little area, which is color guard. So if you don't know what color guard is, one, you should know what it is because it's at every football game. We try to. But it's like dance, not as cool though, but still a lot more fun. But so they're the group that was with the marching band. They perform with silks, rifles, sabers, dance, all sorts of things. It's kind of like a jack of all trade type entity. And that's mostly an after school. I also do have a class. It's Eurythmics if you want to join. It's so fun. So we do marching band. We also have the class offering. And finally, the biggest part of our year is our indoor color guard team. And that's something that meets from November all the way through March. And we travel all across the state. We've gone as high as Jacksonville and as far south as Miami area. And it's just a lot of fun. If you really like competition and meeting other people and just exploring something, definitely come check out Color Guard. So, and then at the end of the year, we have like a showcase where, again, right, which is a great year for this year that we've almost all been blessed with the ability to have our shows filmed live by, again, thank you, Mr. Frost, for being able to provide that for us this year. But again, scroll down, watch it. It gets a nice little 30 minutes, super easy. But yeah, so it's just color guard and piano, the two things that I do, and they're a lot of fun. And if you're quiet, then we will definitely make sure that you find a nice little place with us too in our corner. So.
All right, now leading to band. So, band, what is band? Rock band, guitar, drums? No, this is more classical, right? Brass instrument, woodwind, percussion. Okay, so you'll be playing those. And the good thing is we will offer other ensembles. We plan on offering a few different ones. Some are level-based, performance-based, so you'll have a top band, and a lower band. That doesn't mean skill level, but we just numbers and placement with audition. So you will have to audition at the end of the school year to be placed into one of the ensembles. And we'll hopefully be bringing beginning band back. And we've had beginning band last year, and we want to continue with that. So for those of you who are coming to Ridge and you didn't have the opportunity to perform in band in middle school, you will get the opportunity to perform in high school. And you'll get to learn an instrument. You'll get to choose and go through the whole process just like you would do in middle school, but here. So we're looking forward to doing that. And another big part of band is marching band. So along with me, Mr. Holt will be helping out with marching band as well, so you'll get to experience both of us. And that is on the field, doing a halftime show, playing in the stands, and supporting with color guard and dance and having everyone there as collaborative as possible, cheering on our football team. And one thing we want to try to do is a little bit of pep bands, small pep bands, sport pep bands, maybe basketball bands, something that we could support all the other athletics as much as possible while still getting the opportunity to perform and get to showcase as much of the hard work that you have to put on, because there will be after school rehearsals and you'll have to work hard, but you'll also have a lot of fun and you'll get to be rewarded and get to see everything that you did at the end of the year. So on top of performances, there are going to be a few different concerts throughout the year. A fall concert or winter Prism concert, a spring concert or pre-MPA. And MPA, we will also have a music performance assessment that all groups eligible to perform at will, so that we get our rating and kind of go off that. So we'll be playing for that. And marching band, you'll have performances at football games, as well as there will be a marching MPA and a few competitions that we will be scheduling in the future. So those will be on Saturdays, and you'll go, and it's a whole experience, so just be ready and get excited for that. And I know a big question for marching band is what are we doing on the field? What is our show going to be? And we are super excited to announce that Mr. Holt and I have decided that we will be doing a Latin show for this upcoming fall semester. And right now, we are in the process of ordering music and getting that set up. The title is Postcards from Spain, but we are open to seeing what creative suggestions you could have for something that's fiery and something that's going to get the crowd excited for a halftime title. So if you have any suggestions for a title, just feel free to put it in the chat or send it in, and then we could see where we could go from there. Okay? And that's going to be it for band. Look excited, and I'm ready to work with you all in the fall.
Alrighty, and then here I am. Hi guys, this is Miss Williams again. What is theater? So really, theater is one of those. It's one of those things that encompasses all departments that are here right now, and so I get a lot of misconceptions about theater, or I hear misconceptions, especially about how, do we need to be on stage during theater class, or some people come into class just to do improv games. And I mean, yes, we do games, we do have fun, but it's a theater class, so yes, you do need to perform, whether it's presenting, whether we're doing skits, or whether we're doing an actual show. Do you need to be an actor to be in theater? Nope, you don't need to be Leonardo DiCaprio. You don't need to be, Renee Zellweger. You really don't need to be any of those types of actors to be in theater. That's what Intro to Theater is for. So I take the pleasure and honor to teach you guys about theater. Not to be nervous, not to be anxious. Just know, really, theater is a place to be yourself. I'm weird all the time. Most of the kids who know me know this to be true. So you just be yourself when it comes to being in the class. You do not have to be a part of the class to be a part of the show. So all shows are audition based. So they will be after school, usually at 2:30 until about 4 o'clock. So make sure to bring like a snack. You'll get a number. There will be a application for you to sign. If you have a theater resume that you will, just a little one up, if you want to do that, you can. If you want to hand in a snapshot, you could totally do that. By the way, if you don't know what's coming out of my mouth, don't worry, I'm going to teach you about it soon enough. So it's audition based. Our performances are outside of school, but sometimes we may have an in-class rehearsal, or with the help of our admin or the approval of our admin, we get to have like a little bit of practice during classes. So just to be a little bit aware of that. There is, and I'm trying to get things set up now, there is going to be what's called a Thunder Theatrics troupe, which will be involved in the drama club. So drama club is coming back for next year, hooray. So the Thunder Theatrics troupe is basically, we have board members, but we also will have like president, vice president, fundraiser chair, all of that type of stuff. So if you are interested, please check out our socials on Instagram for more information that will come up soon. I will also put my email, so in case you want to email me directly, you can totally do that for more information. We also have a Theater All County, which is in January, and so that specifically is going to be audition-based. It is a lot of fun. There's also a lot of workshops there, along with other elementary and other high schoolers that will come and perform, and will just kind of like band and choir and orchestra too. You get superior and all of that good stuff, but you get to have a lot of fun and learn a lot. Okay, so I think you're all waiting for what the shows are going to be for next year. So I will tell you this now. Our fall play will be a play called Bad Auditions by Bad Actors. So basically, as what the title says, it's going to be about how all of these actors are trying to audition for Romeo and Juliet, and all of them are terrible. But all of them have different personality traits that just make it funny. So it is a comedy, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. And our spring musical will be a chorus line. So a chorus line is kind of like our fall play, although it's a little bit more dramatic. It is very high energy, and it is a very dance-heavy, sing-heavy, and acting-heavy song. Again, you don't need to have all three of those things to audition or be a part of the show, because we will all work with you with that. But it is a fun, high energy show. It's going to be an awesome time. And for auditions, so auditions are going to be during the second week of school, just so if you need, to get acclimated, especially freshmen who are coming into Ridge for the first time, to get acclimated for the first week. So the second week you can come out and audition with us. There are callbacks. Callbacks are just to see if we need to see you act a certain thing or to read with somebody else. That doesn't mean you get the role, but it doesn't mean you don't get the role. Yeah. So if you get a callback, it's exciting, but just know that that's also all part of the experience. So that will be back to back. So we'll have auditions one day, and then we'll have callbacks the other day as well. And more information of that will be going around on our Instagram. There'll be posters up in the hallways, so no one will ever forget what's happening. And more on the spring musical as it comes up. So right now, I have the title, I have the idea. I know that working with these wonderful people is going to be amazing. And so, more information will come out probably after our fall play, probably around December time into January when we come back to school. So that is all that I have planned so far. There may be little mini performances in between, thinking of like a theater dinner type of thing, like a murder mystery, where we all the actors interact with the audience. With the Thunder Theatrics troupe, I want to have an improv troupe within that troupe, an alumni organization. It's all sorts of things that that I'm excited to tell you all about. So just keep that in your minds. And I'm excited to work with everybody.
So my name is Miss Iris Wilson. I'm the dance instructor here at Ridge. So this year upcoming, our company team is going to take on a little bit more of challenges. We're going to start competing this year, and I'm super excited for it. Administration was working with us heavy on this all year long this year to make sure that it's approved for next year, and so we got the green light, and I'm super excited. So let me go back. First, we have Dance 1. So we have 4 level classes, Dance 1, 2, and then Honors 3, Honors 4. So everyone will have to go through Dance 1 to be part of the company dance team. That's just how it works. So any grade level, no matter if you're a senior, it doesn't matter. You have to have taken Dance 1 with me before you're able to advance to the company team. Okay, that's just a year of preparation, a year of the way that we do things here at the Ridge, because we are definitely different from studio. We have school rules that we have to follow, which make it a little more challenging for us to do some fun things. We are very fun, but studio is just a lot different, and that's just, the way that things are. But we have Dance 1, and most of the freshmen end up taking Dance 1. It's a very great experience. It's a great time. It's a great credit. So it's just an amazing learning experience. Dance is not an elective for us. Dance is more of a core. So it's what we have to do. It's what we need to do. Dance is an amazing way to express yourself when you don't know the words, when you don't have the words, when you're not feeling right, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling happy. It's just an amazing way to express yourself. We do projects basically from the beginning of life. So what do you think your mom thought when she had you, all the way to what are we going to be remembered by? So this month we're working on, what are we going to be remembered by? It goes in sequence with the school year. So around the fall, we do Winterfest. That's open for everyone. The spring concert is open for everyone. It's not like you just have to be on the team to do fun things. We have things that are open for our freshmen and people that don't have the time to be on the team, just because everyone deserves a chance to shine, and we do offer those opportunities. I think that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, and as we are coming to our question and answer section for tonight, just a couple things that we want to say is just thank you all for being here tonight, and we really appreciate having this opportunity just to give a little bit more detail about us, who we are, what our programs are like, and where we're looking forward to in the future. This year it might not have been the year that we all wanted, but we can attest that every single one of us has grown in some way, shape, or form. And so we're truly looking forward to growing together with everyone here, growing with whoever is out there with us watching, and just to see what next year is going to take us and our team to bigger and better things as we keep moving forward. Is there anything that anybody has, or any last minute thoughts or comments before we move on to some questions?
Join choir.
We also like to share, by the way. So if you sign up for choir, you can sign up for piano, you can sign up for dance, you can sign up for theater, you can sign up for band, you can sign up for all of us, right? And we work together. That's the biggest thing, is that we work with you, the student, to ensure that you can take and do what you want to do at this school. And we, again, collaborative. We want everyone to enjoy their time here and us. And if you're enjoying it, then we're going to instantly be enjoying what we're doing as well. So we're going to go ahead and start moving into our question section. So again, if you haven't gotten a chance to, or there was any questions that you might have not gotten answered just from the stuff that we talked about, go ahead and text those answers in. They're all over our Instagrams, and I think they're posted on this video as well. So any questions?
All right, so we do have a few questions for the panel. Some will be open-ended for anyone to answer, but some will be more direct. So we'll start with the first one, and it's going to go to Miss Wilson. If we wanted to join the dance team, would we need to audition, or would we need to sign up to take a specific dance class?
So for the dance team, it is an audition. Auditions are held right after our spring concert. So we just held auditions in like a week ago maybe. And we did choose a team for our next year. However, if you've already taken Dance 1, then you can always sign up for the team next year. So it is a class, but it's very tricky because you have an audition, and then your name goes on a list, and I send it to your counselor, and then they go from there, and they schedule. It's all inputted already.
If I am a freshman, am I able to sign up for Dance 1?
Yes.
The next question is open-ended. Do the Fine Arts Department ever travel to perform anywhere?
I think we can all answer a little bit of this. If you just want to go right down the line and just talk really briefly about some things that we do and travel with.
Yeah, so for choir, like I said, we are very collaborative, and I'm really passionate about getting my kids to college. So the choir does take a trip to Florida Southern College, and we do like a side-by-side rehearsal with them. We do also have some field trips, so we travel for MPAs because that's held by the district. We travel to go caroling, and then we also have some other traveling that we do at the end of the year, such as Disney Springs and so on and so forth.
I'll go first. So for piano itself, we do have our all county that we do attend, and that's all across the county. We go to different schools. Then finally our big production at the end where we host somewhere. There's also a couple other ones that are down the road that just a couple of fine tuning for some trips and some exciting things happening. But of course, we gotta wait for a little more details. And then on the color guard side of stuff that I also do, again, we travel along with the marching band. So every away game they go to, any competition they go to, MPA. So that's all our first half of the year. And then for the indoor portion, which is that like the more competitive side, when we travel about every weekend, we go to a different city across the state of Florida and compete against 30 to 50 other teams. So quite a bit of traveling.
I know for the theater side, we do have all county as well. So we will be traveling there, and I am trying to make sure that we go to a lot of more live shows in the upcoming year. So I want to be working with like the Theater of Winter Haven and then also with other colleges as well to see if we can go on campus to see how they perform their performances. So more details of that will be coming up soon as I am working through that as of now.
For dance, we do travel. Last year, I started halfway through the year, so we traveled to Gala and we went to the All County. For the upcoming year, the team is going to be competing, but I've also been trying to get us on at Disney Springs and also different small events. But this year was kind of rough with COVID. But hopefully next year, as I see things are opening back up, we will travel more and do more parades, things like that. And also this year we will be traveling with the band. Also, we're going to be doing one number with them. So we're super excited for that. It's just to add to our football nights and our nights under the lights. And that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, and so just Mr. Hull already told you that marching band does travel for away games. So we'll be going to away games, competitions, our MPA. And for concert band, you'll be doing all county, solo and ensemble, other small performances. I know we've gone to colleges in the past to watch performances and get to see them. So you could see what's done at a band at a college level. So stay tuned and we'll keep doing those in the future.
All right, for the next question, what type of fine arts performances will we be able to see during school hours?
There are quite a few things that are a little bit under the table, I guess, that we're saying that we're trying to plan for next year. I know that we do a couple events at lunches during the during a certain time of year, and then we're trying to also begin something that we can't give too much detail to, but we're going to be showing a lot more performing. Like all of us performing during either lunches, over a couple months, every once in a while, just getting our faces out there and seeing the amazing talent that we have in all of our departments. So, can't give too much details yet because we gotta wait and see what happens next year. So.
All right, for the next question, anybody can share their opinion, but our viewers would like to know your opinion on open-faced turkey sandwiches.
Never had one.
Is it a sandwich then? Is it a sandwich?
I mean, technically it's a sandwich, but like, just eat it normal. I mean, I eat them.
I have 3 words: rice and chicken.
All right, for the next question, I'm worried that if I join, I'll have a hard time making friends.
Negative.
If you could see our faces right now, right? It hurts to hear that because I think all of us, like our groups, are some of the tightest knit family groups. Well, we like to say that we are, but on this campus and the community level. And I mean, anybody want to talk a little bit more about their experiences with?
One huge misconception that I know I get a lot is the fact about making friends. It's the fact about, will I be accepted? Will I be good enough? And I always tell my teams, we need everyone. We need everyone down to the weakest link. So we are only as good as our weakest soldier. So there is no, oh, she's not my friend, he's not my friend, this and that. That's left outside the door. When we're here for art and expression. And quite frankly, we don't have time for you to not be accepted. We need everybody accepted, okay? So don't worry about that. Just join and we will deal with the details later.
I think the main thing is just to be yourself. I mean, we know how we're talking right now is really how we talk to you guys and how we talk to, each of our colleagues. And so it's just, it's all about being yourself and loving yourself, because we love you just the way that you are, because we'll act the fool with you, to be honest with you. I know I will. So yeah, it's just, it's also too about just letting your guard down and just being open to us opening our arms to you basically. So don't worry about, I know it can also be intimidating too, especially if you're a freshman and you're coming into high school or you're moving from someplace really far or from somewhere else. So just know that we are opening our arms to you, and know that, just be your goofy self. We love you anyway. So yeah.
For the next question, I know you covered it a little bit when each of you spoke on your department and your section, but what specific classes are offered for each section of fine arts?
Sure. So course is a course 1, 2, 3, and 4. Course 1 is our beginning course. Course 2 and 3 is our intermediate course, and course 4, 5, and 6, which are all honors classes, they are our advanced choir.
For keyboard, we have 4 levels. We have keyboard 1, which is if you are brand new to playing keyboard, you sign up for. And then every year as you go through it, you progress to level 2, level 3, and then the final year is level 4, which is also an honors credit. If you feel like you might be better than a level 1 or a level 2, you do have the option to audition in that first week to move up a level, because I know some people that might transfer in and you might have, it's your senior year, but you've been playing piano forever, so you have that option to be able to audition into it. And then for color guard, we have a Eurythmics course, and it's Eurythmics 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So for theater, we have Intro to Theater, which I suggest any freshman who wants to do theater to take that course. Also, too, it is open for upperclassmen who may have not done it during their previous years here and would like to try it, and that's a really good way of spring step into theater. Then we have Theater 1 and Theater 2, and then we have Honors Theater 3 and Honors Theater 4, which is basically if you've done intro and you've done Theater 1 and Theater 2, that's where you would need to go for honors. Honors is basically like that's performance level. Y'all know the routines and everything. Maybe not my routines, but you have an idea of what's going on. So that's the description for theater.
So for dance, right now we have Dance 1, 2, Honors 3, and Honors 4. We're looking at changing and hopefully adding a class. I can't say exactly what that class will be, but they were looking at, changing it. So our levels go, Dance 1 is a mix. So it can be anyone. It can be anyone from all freshmen, or it can be some seniors that realize, oh no, I didn't take fine arts and I need to take one, and I really like to dance, so I'm going to take dance, and that's okay. That's great. And then we have 9, 10, 11, and 12. They all share that Dance 1 space. And then we have our Dance 2, 3, and 4, which are mixed together. So once you leave the level 1 class, the bar is really set high the next year, just because we only have 2 honors classes. So we have 3 level 1 classes, 2 honors classes, and then 1 company team class. So that's pretty much how that order goes.
And for band, we are still developing a schedule of classes that I will be teaching. But what's been done in the past is that there have been several ensembles. Like I said, there would be a top ensemble, so like a symphonic band, a concert band, a beginning band, and there was a musicianship class offered, which is kind of learning how to practice soloistic work, getting ready for auditions, whether they're college or all county or all state. And those will be classes that will be offered continuing in the fall. And jazz band. I'm so sorry. There will be a jazz band ensemble, so we will get excited for that.
I see the word Institute of Fine Arts on the screen. Does that mean Ridge will finally have a Fine Arts Academy?
Secretly, this is our way of announcing that as we are growing, we are becoming more of a solidified unit. We are trying to transition into not necessarily an academy of arts or fine arts, but an institute of fine arts. Just a fancy way of saying Academy of Fine Arts, which kind of we've been prepping for. Been a lot of planning this year to next year being that first intro year where we start doing a lot of things. So there's quite a bit of we keep saying under the table stuff, but there's a lot of things that are just going to be coming down the line that if you sign up for us this year and you join us this year, Or if you've been with us for a while, if you also watched our concerts, some of those little fruits and things that we've been kind of planning for have been appearing here and there. And so, yes, the answer is we are turning our school into a Institute of Fine Arts.
For the next question, my son has been playing bassoon for the last 3 years in middle school. Is the bassoon an instrument that he will be able to continue with Ridge next year? As well, if he can continue with it, is there one available for him to use?
Yes, 100% he could continue playing bassoon. Bassoon is one of those instruments that not many people play, and that's one that we are always wanting. So 100%, please, please, please play bassoon, and we do have a bassoon that you could use when you're at Ridge.
A follow-up question for band. Are tryouts required?
Yes, auditions are required so that we could properly place you into an ensemble.
For the next question, this might be geared for you, Mr. Holt. What is the out-of-pocket price for band students?
The out-of-pocket price varies depending on the year and the needs of the group or the needs of the program, or just if you're new to the program. It has ranged anywhere from 120 to upwards of 200, which at first sounds like a very scary number when you hear like, oh man, I have to pay this much money to participate in something. But as we progress and move forward, we are trying to plan ways for students to earn that money in different ways of fundraising, service opportunities, just multiple different ways, because we want students to perform. We want students in our ensembles. We want students to just enjoy the arts and not necessarily have to worry that a price tag is attached to that, because the arts is for everybody.
A question for you, Miss T. Is the talent show just going to be another singing competition?
Good question. The talent show will be disclosed when we start the school year. Yeah, the details on that will come out when the school year begins.
Thank you. This one for you, Miss Wilson. Does dance have any leadership?
So we have 2 students in each class that are designated class leaders. There is no leadership when I'm there, just because dance 1, everybody's still trying to get the hang of it. So the class leaders are more so in my absence. You are able to run things how I would, or, help the sub out, give them a helping hand. But leadership is more done in the company. So the company does a lot of the leadership. And then during our spring show, they are who you guys go to if something is wrong, if you need something, if costumes aren't fitting right, something like that. Just because there's a lot of technical behind the scenes things that I will be doing. So they are more convenient for you guys to get to.
All right. The next question is for our new band director beginning this fall. If my student doesn't have an instrument but wants to be in band, what are their options?
So, if they don't have an instrument, there are some school instruments that we have depending on what they wanted to play and depending on how many we have left when they are checked out. Or there are local music shops that you could rent from, or rent to own, or you could do any of that from local music shops if we happen to not have the instrument that your student wants to play.
All right. Thank you. This is an open question. Can one person participate in more than one fine arts class, such as piano and band, at the same time?
Yes. Just an example, we have, there's one of my students in my level 1 piano class that's also in chorus and also in theater, and they're a freshman. So just putting that out there that, like, if it's something that you want, then sign up for it. Do it. We were glad to share, and they participated in everything that we did. So very nice.
Also, piggybacking off of that, you can choose to be in 2 classes, or sometimes we throw you in 2 classes. Just because I know dance this year, we went over and did a theater class. So theater actually got to watch us perform. They did a analysis on us to help them out, watching a live show, and then we did an exercise with them. So we do collaborate within the program. If like your schedule doesn't allow it or something comes up, we do collaborate with each other.
All right, thank you. The next question is another question for band. If we already know how to play an instrument, would we still have to be in beginning band?
No. So if you've done band in middle school or you know how to play an instrument, you will have to either be placed into our first ensemble, or if you feel as though that you have the talent to be placed in any of the other ensembles, you would have to schedule an audition with me. That audition would be a prepared excerpt if you are coming in and you don't have one that we had given you, and your 12 major scales. And you'd have to play that for me, and then I would place you into an ensemble. And if you don't feel like auditioning, you would just be placed into our first ensemble above beginning band.
All right. Another question we have that has come through. If you are an alumni, are you allowed to volunteer with any of the fine arts departments?
So I can answer that real quickly. So the answer is tentatively yes. So there was an instance when an alumni had to, for instance, for me, I had an alumni come back to play a part in one of our shows, which was You Can't Take It With You. So you would just need a volunteer's pass in order to do that. So you would have to pay that through the Polk County School Board. So there is an opportunity for that. However, it depends on each of us individually. I know for me, I am open to it. Whenever I'm done planning with things, and if something does come up and I do need alumni help, but again, it's just up to everybody else individually. But that's how that happened with me.
I keep alumni around because we need volunteers a lot, especially during showtime. We need volunteers who know the ins and outs of behind our stage, who know how I personally run a show, and they know me more than anyone else would know me. So I keep my alumni for shows. This year I'm going to keep them for a few football games, and this year I did have ask some of my company members back to help me choose this year's company.
And just to finally tail off on that one, the one biggest thing that we always want to ensure that is that if you are an alumni and you do come back and you work with us, then you are like working for us and with us, versus this is not a time to come and hang out with your friends that you just graduated with. This is not the time to just become chummy, right? You are now an adult, and you are here to help us and help a program that you either came from and you grew and you built. And to see that prosperous and grow, we need those help and the encouraging help from alumni.
All right, thank you. So several questions came in regarding the state of our society right now regarding masks. There were a couple questions regarding masks still being worn while playing instruments, while singing, and even while performing on stage, both theater and dance. So, open question.
Yeah, I don't mind answering this. So we're going to do whatever the county asks us to do. That is just our job. We don't hold, regardless of opinion, that's what we are hired to do. As of right now, we are required to wear masks inside. So as you guys can see, we all have masks inside. In the moment that they say it's optional or you don't have to or it's safe not to, then we will move into that state of wearing masks or not wearing them or making them an option. But again, we will always do what our school and our county ask of us.
Another thing is that we condition you guys with a mask. So you're not going to come the first week and I'm like, oh, let's do all these 8 counts and we're wearing a mask and we're all like breathing and dying. No, that's not going to happen. So what they encourage us to do from the county level is do breaks. So we might dance for 10 minutes, get a little sweaty, get our heart rate pumping, breathe a little heavy, go outside, get some fresh air, take a little break, come back in and do it again. So that your bodies will have adjusted by the first 9 weeks to wear a mask during the entire show. So.
All right, thank you. And for our final question of this portion of tonight's live, summer events. Is there anything planned for any of your programs for the summer?
Yeah, so generally with choir, we have a summer leadership camp, and we go into, or there are plans for a freshman choir camp. So if we do have summer events, that is what that would be, and it will be well advertised on our social media and on the school social media and as far out as we can get that.
And for band, we will be having music rehearsals once every 2 weeks, and there will be a band camp as well as a percussion and guard camp, a leadership camp, and a freshman camp, which all of these dates are going to be released out. Just keep checking the social media, as Miss T said, and just keep an eye out on those because there are some summer stuff for band.
It's not necessarily summer, almost, but it's close to. But for right now, in the next week or so, we do have our color guard auditions. So if that's something that you're interested in, which I can attest to, it's a lot of fun, right? It is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you want to come out to that, it's a little pre-summer thing, but that gets you set up for also joining marching band over summer to rehearse and get ready for our big, wonderful show for the year.
This summer, the company has an amazing camp coming to them. So we're having camp here for our team. It's going to be 2 days, and it's a very, very long camp, but it's super exciting. And we do have practices in July. Usually we would start them like in June or like the first day we're out of school. But since I'm going to have a baby, we're not able to practice until the end of July. So it's a good thing, but it's also like, I want to practice more. So July will be when dance starts.
As for theater, there is nothing as of yet. I'm still trying to plan things out. This year has really been a year of planning, and next year is a year of rebuilding. So as of right now, it's to be announced, ? But again, everything will be out on socials. I will be putting out for my students who have the Remind app. It will be out through the Remind app. I'm going to annoy the heck out of you with that to keep sending through. So please be on the lookout for more information soon.
And before we go off, just again, as we've been pushing and we're trying to move into this wonderful media-centered idea, again, I'm just going to ask everybody to really quickly give their handles on Instagram to make sure that you can at least be up to date as best as possible. Because again, the school app and the school website are your best routes of information from any of our departments and anything that's going on for the year. So
Chorus is at RCHS Chorus Department, all one word.
So theater is at RCHS Theater.
So dance is at RCHS period dance community.
For band, and it's okay, I will take care of this because I know getting new people in. For band, it'll be RCHS band, and then for piano, it's at RCHS_piano, and then for our color guard, it is at Silver Regiment Guard, or the RCHS Thunder Guard.
Any last final thoughts? No?
But I just want to say thank you all to everybody that's here in this panel with me. And thank you all for joining us this evening. And we hope that you have a wonderful night.